Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a My 2 Cent video for this week, for the week of January 14th to the 20th, 2024, where I take a look at a couple of stories that caught my attention, give you my thoughts and my opinion about them. And we actually have 5 stories to cover this week, including the Xbox Developer Direct that basically happened this week. I want to give my take on what I liked and what I didn't like, mixed and not 100% sure about though. We also have the Circana, or formerly known as the NPD, as they have put out their numbers for not only December but 2023 in general. I do want to talk about a comment made by the president of Microsoft in terms about Xbox's future, including basically maybe going third party to a certain degree though. Comments made by Ubisoft in terms about the whole issue of owning games, which may not sit well with everybody out there. And basically the official unfortunate delay for the upcoming game Stalker 2 and everything like that. If you're interested where I got the source of these informations, links will be in the description of this video down below, assuming you're watching this on YouTube. But before we get started, I like to do what I like to call the quick My 2 Cent, stories that kind of caught my attention. Excuse me, but I'm not going to go into a huge amount of details. The first one is that we have a new trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's the second chapter in the Final Fantasy VII remake, though. Definitely looking forward to this one, though. I am basically looking forward to playing the upcoming, the second chapter in the Final Fantasy VII remake and everything like that. I am curious to see if we could see something like this for, maybe like a Final Fantasy VIII or even a Final Fantasy IX. There's been some rumors about that, about the Final Fantasy IX though. But either way, looking forward to when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. Speaking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, there is apparently rumors going around as basically that Xbox could be in discussion with Square Enix over bringing the Final Fantasy VII Remake to their system and everything like that. Now, nothing official is happening at this time, but given the fact that it seems as though Square Enix and Xbox has kind of sort of improved or mend the fences or address some issues to try to have an improved relationship with the push to bring Final Fantasy XIV over to the Xbox systems, though, I would say it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that a Final Fantasy VII Remake could make its way over to the Xbox. I do think some of it does have to do with any of the exclusivity issue that Square Enix has with Sony and everything like that, though. And we've known that Sony has a history of sort of paying to make sure that the exclusivity game doesn't come onto another system and everything like that. So we'll see if this rumor turns out to be true or not. Speaking of Square Enix, we also have reports that apparently they are slimming down its gaming lineup to ensure more higher quality titles. This has to do with several of their titles not meeting expectations and everything like that, although some of it you could debate over the fact that Square Enix also has a history of setting expectations way too high and everything like that. This does seem to indicate that we might not see as much AA titles from them like we did before, which is a shame because I like some of their games like Octopath Traveler 1 and 2, to Bravely Default 2 coming over and everything like that. So it is a little bit unfortunate if those get to the cutting board, that we don't see more like some of these smaller AA titles from them and something like that. We also learned that apparently there is a patent out in terms of the upcoming Donkey Kong ride that's going to be the new expansion for the Nintendo World. This one's currently going to be in Japan, as it does seem to be that there is parts of it that show that if you ride the mine cart and everything like that, the cart will sort of lift off and will send you off the tracks or everything like that though. So it's an interesting concept art that's come out about it though. We don't know, I'm not 100% sure how they're going to utilize it all, but it is an interesting approach, and I'm very curious to see how this will play out once the ride is officially shown and everything like that. Right now, I think it's going to be added into the Nintendo World in Japan, but it wouldn't surprise me at some point if it comes to, Nintendo World here in the US and everything like that. We also got an unexpected surprise of an announcement of a game for the Nintendo Switch, which is basically Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown Deluxe Edition is going to be making its way to the Nintendo Switch. This is kind of interesting indeed that they decided to bring this game over. I think a lot of us got kind of surprised by this, and judging by the trailer that they showed recently for it though, it does look nice, but I am curious to see how I do think a lot of us are curious to see how it runs. Does it run at 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second and everything like that? Were there any compromises that were made in order to get this game running on the Nintendo Switch? And could this open the door to maybe bringing other entries in the Ace Combat series over to the Nintendo Switch? Or even if an Ace Combat 8 happens, could that come to the Switch or the Switch successor in any way? So there's a lot of questions about Ace Combat 7 and all, and of course how it runs on the Switch. But nevertheless, I definitely am happy to hear this and glad to see that they're bringing the series over to the Nintendo platform and everything. We also learned that the producer of the upcoming Square Enix game Flowmaster is apparently not happy with the idea of how the game has a comparison to Nintendo's own Splatoon and everything like that. This has to do with when people saw the official trailer and everything like that. It basically automatically people saw the comparison between this and Splatoon and everything like that. And you know, I can see why some people are looking at the comparison between Flowmaster and Splatoon. The concept does look similar and everything like that. I mean, I haven't tried the game out, so I don't know whether or not its concepts is similar or not and everything like that. But based on some of the previews that have come out so far, a lot of people seem to like it, or people seem to like it at this time. So we'll see how this one does and everything like that. But while I understand the producer is sort of annoyed by this, you really cannot ignore the comparison between Flowmaster and Splatoon and all. We also learned that the developers of Baldur's Gate 3 have revealed some of their concerns about the whole idea of the GamePass style subscription. This comes off the heels of them saying that there are no plans to put, Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox Game Pass and everything like that. To me, I think Game Pass has its ups and downs to a certain extent. I think there are certainly, I can understand why some developers don't want to put their game on it, but at the same time, there are those who have, and they have benefited from this in a way though. So I think there are certainly ups and downs to it, but at the end of the day, I will say it's up to the developers to decide if they want to put their game on Game Pass or whether they think it's a good approach for them or not. So it really comes down to how the developers feel. And we also learned that basically there are two things regarding Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The first one is that they have announced a new art book for the upcoming, for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and everything like that. So for those who are interested in collecting that stuff, that's being, they officially announced this. Plus, they have now updated Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to version 2.20. They have some of the patch notes, and one of those has to do with, I think, working on the amiibo side with the 2 new amiibos that have been announced for it, to be exact. So certainly nice to see that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is still getting some updates here and there. And last but not least, we have learned that apparently, according to a survey that's come out though, about 8% of developers are at this time are apparently working on the Switch successor. Now, some believe it could be higher though, and that is possible, and some of it could be the fact that a lot of these developers are under an NDA and cannot reveal a huge amount of stuff though, and it will be very interesting to see if this number grows over time once, the Switch successor comes out, whether or not it will gain the attention, the way the Nintendo Switch did or not. So it remains to be seen at this time though. Very interesting to see the 8% for the moment though. It will be interesting to see if that number grows once Nintendo announces their Switch successor and once it's out in the market and everything like that. And in the movie and TV show part of the My 2 Cent video, we learned that the actress that played She-Hulk though basically has come out talking about saying that it's unlikely a season 2 will happen. The claim is that basically they overspent their budget and everything like that though. I mean, She-Hulk Attorney at Law wasn't necessarily bad, but I mean, it had its appeal to some folks. Some liked it, some didn't. Some felt a season 2 could happen, but given the direction Marvel has been going lately and trying to address some of the issues following how last year things like Secret Invasion, Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, Marvels didn't exactly perform as well as they had hoped for. It does seem to indicate that they're trying to make some changes here and there to be exact though. So maybe a season 2 could happen at some point down the road. Maybe the actress that plays She-Hulk might make an appearance in a future Disney Plus show under the Marvel brand. But for right now, it seems unlikely, though not confirmed, that a season 2 of She-Hulk is not happening. We also learned that basically, for those who are hoping for a Bill and Frank spin-off, the two characters that were in that one episode on HBO Max's, or now called Max, Last of Us, it doesn't seem like that is going to happen anytime soon or anything like that. And honestly, I'm not sure how that would work, because I think that one episode just pretty much covered those two characters. I mean, it's possible they could pull it off, but I'm not really sure how they could have done it or anything like that. So the fact that basically the fact that this is not going to happen, at least as far as we're aware of, that doesn't really shock or surprise me. And finally, last but not least, it has been reported that basically there is basically plans to turn into the movie the controversial video game Martha is Dead. This kind of the game caught attention when it was revealed how Sony was basically pushing to censor certain parts of the game because they considered gruesome, while the Xbox version remained uncensored and everything like that. So the fact that they're turning this into a movie is, I mean, that's kind of interesting. I mean, we've seen a lot of movies based off of video games and all, or TV shows. They seem to have been taken off. Whether this will find success or not, it remains to be seen, and everything like that and all. Okay, with the quick my 2 cent part now done, along with the movie and TV show part done, we'll get started with our first story, and this one has to do with Stalker 2. Now, this is a game that has caught my attention for quite a while and everything like that. I think it was a reveal during the Xbox showcase, or E3 at the time when it was still around, during the 2021 presentation. And for what they showed so far, it looked very neat and everything like that. The whole concept, the idea kind of looked sort of interesting, and it was a title I definitely wanted to keep my eye out for. Now, the game was originally was considered to be coming out in 2022. However, following, as I view, Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, that turned the whole situation with the development team upside down, as their lives were pretty much in danger. Some basically moved to another country to try to finish the game. Others had stayed in Ukraine to be exact, trying to make sure that, their lives weren't in danger, to even some of them unfortunately having to serve in the Ukraine Defense Force as their country was being invaded and everything like that. And it threw into question whether or not this game was ever going to see the light of day. And while the developers were committed to bringing this game out and everything like that, it seemed that because of what was going on in Ukraine, it definitely threw into question its release date. And its release date has kind of fluctuated back and forth, and to be exact. And, well, apparently it's unfortunately hit with another delay. And, well, I mean, depending on your view, some people might be disappointed with this. Others kind of understand, given the current situation their country is in and everything like that. In an article published on Video Game Chronicles, it says that, quote, most recently scheduled for release in the first quarter of this year, the post-apocalyptic shooter sequel will now arrive on September 5th, 2024. The Ukraine studio said it made the decision to delay the game based on fan feedback it received after putting it in the hands of thousands of players for the first time in the second half of last year. While it's said to have received plenty of positive feedback about the sequel, it was also felt that on the technical side of things, the game had needed more time. Stalker 2's release date has seemingly been something of a moving target since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. At the time, GCS Game World was based in Kyiv, but it has since partially relocated to the Czech Republic, though. They also continue saying, throughout the frankly challenging development process, we understand the time was for the team's main essence, the studio said in a message published on Tuesday. Seeing the scope of polishing and understanding we can't push your patience too much, we were absolutely dedicated to releasing the game in first quarter 2024, and we worked extra hard to meet that meet the release window. That, however, doesn't change the fact that at the beginning of this year, we are still witnessing the certain amount of technical imperfection that holds Stalker 2 below the expected standards for the final experience our fans are waiting for. While there is absolutely no way to make another delay sound less dim, we decided to be clear about our reason to postpone the game for the sake of yet another wave of polishing, though. It would have been nice if this game had come out earlier this year, though. I will admit, it's definitely one of the games I wanted to try out on GamePass, especially to try to see how the Series S version holds up and everything like that. But at the same time, and I've said this before many times, I kind of am sympathetic to the developers, given the hell that they have had to go through, particularly after Russia invading their country and everything like that. So I do have sympathetic to the developers and trying to work under the condition that they are truly in at this time. Though I'm hoping this is the last delay, and I'm hoping this. Basically, we finally get the game to come out like around September, assuming they can hit that release date and everything like that. One other thing about Stalker 2 is that they seem to have updated the hub for the game and everything like that. This was spotted by someone on the Epic Games Store. I believe that may have been it, and it does seem like they updated, putting, like certain things here and there. So certainly nice. It seems the game is coming along. I'm hoping we do hear more about this game this year, and I'm hoping it could reach its release date. I get the fact that given the condition the developers are in, and yeah, it's not the most ideal condition to be in, to be exact though, but I am hoping that they are able to basically hit that launch date and everything like that. So overall, it does suck, however, that this game is getting another delay, though. But at the same time, given the situation that the developers are in, though, I kind of can see what's going on and everything like that. Hopefully, the extra time polishing the game will give it what folks have been waiting for since this game was announced, though. And if you want sort of if you're still trying to play something to occupy until Stalker 2 comes out, consider taking a look at games like maybe Chernobyl Light or anything like that. That might be something you could worth taking a look at and all. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get to part 2, and this has to do with Ubisoft and a comment that they made that I'm pretty sure not everybody will be pleased to hear. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 2 of my 2 cent video for this week. And for this one, we're going to be taking a look at a comment that basically Ubisoft says that depending on how you want to look at it, though, it could, well, let's just say, rub people the wrong way, and they may not like what they want to hear. Now, one of the things that we've been seeing this generation has been a push to basically the whole subscription service idea. The idea of basically, subscribing to these services to play these games and everything like that. We've been seeing that lately with, movies and TV shows, though. Although I will admit it does kind of open up the whole debate about subscribing to these whole bunch of subscription services and everything like that. So it does bring up that kind of issue and everything like that. And recently we've been seeing that, though, with basically, like I said, with video games. So whether it's EA's originals or Origins to, Ubisoft Plus to even GamePass and everything like that. Well, recently Ubisoft made an interesting comment that was when being talked to with GameIndustry.biz, and depending on how you want to look at it, though, some people I can see why not everybody is on board with this. But anyway, in the 2 articles, both from Video Game Chronicles and PR Xbox, this is a comment that basically Ubisoft's Philip Tremblay, if I'm saying the name correctly, wants customers to feel comfortable not owning their gaming content. Here's what he had to say. Quote, one of the things we saw is that gamers are used to a little bit like DVDs having and owning their games. That the consumer shift that needs to happen. They got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. that's a transformation that's been a bit slower to happen in games. As gamers grow comfortable in that aspect, you don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. That has not been deleted. You don't lose what you've built in the game or your engagement with the game. So it's about feeling comfortable with not owning your games. Basically, another thing that he points out, basically another person from Ubisoft, SVP of Strategic Partnerships and Business Development, and this is another person, believes that, quote, predicts a future where physical game sales continue to decline, but says he doesn't think they'll ever go away, though. And the same person tried to offer a different way and everything like that, and so forth. So, to me, I'm very, very mixed with this statement on a lot of degree, though. I can see the benefit of having some of these subscription services and everything like that, but there's also certain downsides to this, though, and not owning your games. It's kind of sort of the situation we saw with Stadia, when basically they offer the opportunity to either subscribe, to claim your game, or pay for the games or anything like that. The problem with this is that you don't have control over, like, whether you decide you want to play this game, but the service is down there, or if the fact they take the game off completely. Like, I'm sure there were people who enjoyed that Disney Plus show Willow, but they had no control over once Disney decided to pull that off Disney Plus and everything like that. So there is certain issues about this that I have, though. I mean, is it possible one day, going in the foreseeable future, eventually everything will be available to, either stream or subscribe to? It's possible, but there are still some hurdles, including basically do you own the rights of these games, especially if you purchase them and all. And I can see why some people, at least my generation, feel a little bit uniffy about it, because, I mean, what if, like, let's say, for example, what if, like, say, Sea of Stars was pulled from, like, any subscription service? You won't be able to play that or anything like that, compared to if you pick up a physical copy where you at least have the opportunity to continue playing that game and everything. So I'm very mixed on this. There are benefits to the subscription service, but there are also certainly downsides. So overall, I definitely can see how some folks might felt like this is sort of rubbing them in the wrong way, and why there is still a push for, why there's still some who believe in the physical and owning stuff, but we've been seeing a lot of push for the all digital approach and everything like that. And over time, eventually, it's going to be the all digital approach will be the new norm. One thing about Game Pass is, at the very least, while it does offer you the opportunity to play the game, it also gives you the opportunity, if you decide to, if you like what they had on Game Pass and decide to buy the game digitally, you'll get a discount on it. So there is certainly some things about Game Pass I definitely like and everything. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll get to part 3. And this one has to do with an interesting statement Microsoft made, that in terms of basically about doing maybe publishing and being a third-party platform publishing and all. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 3 of my 2 cent video, and for this one, we're going to be taking a look at an interesting comment the CEO of Microsoft recently made. Now, one of the things we've been seeing with Microsoft with this generation of consoles has been kind of a shift in strategy to a certain extent, though. We've seen them push, ranging from putting stuff like, pushing Game Pass to, we've been seeing some of their games kind of appeared onto other systems, like what we saw with Cuphead making its way to the Switch, to even Ori and the Will and the Wasp and the Blind Forest. And this kind of has opened the idea, the possibility, could Microsoft be bringing more of their games and everything like that. Now, last week there were rumors going around about the possibility of talks about games like Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush could be making their way over to the Switch or Switch successor or the PS5. Not to mention there were comments made about basically the idea of Microsoft looking at their back catalog and bringing some of their games over. Well, recently, the Microsoft CEO recently made some comments when being interviewed with Bloomberg and everything like that. In an article from Pure Xbox, this is sort of the comment that was said about their company's gaming strategy, saying, quote, "We love games. In fact, Microsoft's Flight Simulator was born even before Windows. But we were number 3, number 4, and now with Activision, I think we have a chance to be a good publisher, quite frankly, on Sony, Nintendo, PC, and Xbox." So yeah, we're excited about that acquisition closing, and I'm glad we got it through. Now, some have speculated that this is a sign that basically Microsoft is going third party or something like that. And while that's a possibility, I'm not sure I would consider this is a signal that they're going third party, especially after their recent developer directs where a lot of the games they announced were coming to PC and Xbox only, at least at this time, or everything like that. I mean, it is possible that they could be referring to basically like their back catalog, as I mentioned, to the possibility they could be mentioning maybe just Activision Blizzard games in general, that we could see them become appearing on multiple platforms and everything like that, like Crash Bandicoot and all. I mean, we know they've signed a deal with Nintendo to bring for 10 years to bring Call of Duty to their system and everything like that. So to me, I think there are many ways you could look at this though. I think to me, I view it as that if Microsoft is planning to bring a lot of their games, bring their games over to other systems, I think it sounds more like this is still going to be on a case-by-case basis. In other words, I'm not holding my breath expecting something like Starfield is going to appear on the Switch successor. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be great if they bring it over, but I think that's highly unlikely that is going to happen or anything like that. So I'm more reading it as this is probably will still be a case-by-case basis, though. I do think Microsoft will bring some of their games over to other systems, but I don't foresee them bringing every game over. Like, I don't expect Avowed or Outer Worlds 2 or even the Indiana Jones game to make its way over to either the PlayStation or Nintendo's system. Again, I could be wrong on that, but I just don't foresee that happening at all. So overall, very interesting that Microsoft is kind of changing their strategy a little bit following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. But even if they are planning to bring some games over to other systems, I still believe it will be a case-by-case basis and all. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get to part 4, and this one has to do with the Circana, or formerly known as the NPD, as the numbers have officially come out for that. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 4 of my 2 cent video, and for this one we're going to be taking a look at the Circana, or formerly known as the NPD, as the numbers have come out for December, and to some extent how gaming did in 2023 in terms of what games did and did well and everything like that. According to what Matt Piscatella is basically saying, though, in terms of some of the stuff that he pointed out in his tweets, though, and he's done several, though, he points out that Hogwarts Legacy has finished as 2023's best-selling game in the U.S., though. It's in market dollar sales, though. In terms of basically the first year since 2008 that a non-Call of Duty or Rockstar title developed that. They point out Rock Band, and they also point out that Modern Warfare 3 was the best-selling game for December and everything like that, though. So apparently, it seems that Hogwarts Legacy, despite some controversies, and I've given my reason for why I'm not buying the game and everything like that, managed to basically become the best, probably the top game for 2023 and everything like that. Now, in terms of the best-selling games or premium games, as they point out, they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 at number 1. Super Mario Bros. Wonder at number 2. Last month it was at number 5. Madden NFL 24 at number 3. Hogwarts Legacy at number 4. Marvel Spider-Man 2 at number 5. Avatar Frontier Pandora at number 6. EA Sports FC 24 at number 7. Mortal Kombat 1 at number 8. NBA 2K24 at number 9. Mario Kart 8 at number 10. Super Mario RPG 2023 at number 11. Originally was at number 7 last month. Sonic Superstars at number 12. Minecraft at number 13. God of War Ragnarok at number 14. Star Wars Jedi Survivor at number 15. Elden Ring at number 16. Last month it was at number 41. That's interesting. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at number 17. Last month it was at number 33. Just Dance 2024 at number 18. Assassin's Creed Mirage at number 19. And UFC 5 at number 20. Over on the top best-selling premium games of 2023, they have basically Hogwarts Legacy at number 1, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 at number 2, Madden NFL 24 at number 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2 at number 4, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at number 5, Diablo 4 at number 6, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 at number 7, Mortal Kombat 1 at number 8, Star Wars Jedi Survivor at number 9, EA Sports FC 24 at number 10, Starfield at number 11, Super Mario Bros. Wonder at number 12, Resident Evil 4 Remake at number 13, MLB The Show 23 at number 14, Dead Island 2 at number 15, Final Fantasy 16 at number 16, no pun intended, Street Fighter 6 at number 17, Elden Ring at number 18, Mario Kart 8 at 19, and Minecraft at number 20. Though, in terms of basically ranked by monthly active user, the top 20 PS5 games they have basically at number 1 Fortnite, number 2 Call of Duty HQ, number 3 Grand Theft Auto 5 Remaster, number 4 Roblox, number 5 Marvel Spider-Man 2, number 6 God of War Ragnarok, number 7 NBA 2K24, number 8 Madden NFL 24 EA Sports, number 9 Power Wash Simulators, number 10 The Finals, number 11 Mortal Kombat 1, number 12 Minecraft, number 8 Legos 2K Driver, number 13, number 14 Legos 2K Drivers, number 15 Rocket League, number 16 Rainbow Six Siege, number 17 Cyberpunk 2077, number 18 Destiny 2, number 19 Overwatch 2, and number 20 NBA 2K 2023. On the Xbox Series size, in terms of monthly active users, they have Fortnite at number 1, Call of Duty HQ at number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5 Remake at number 3, Roblox at number 4, Minecraft at number 5, The Finals at number 6, Goat Simulator 3 at number 7, Rainbow Six Siege at number 8, Far Cry 6 at number 9, Madden NFL 24 at number 10, NBA 2K24 at number 11, Remnants 2 at number 12, Rocket League at number 13, Forza Horizon 5 at number 14, Starfield at number 15, Apex Legends at number 16, Overwatch 2 at number 17, Destiny 2 at number 18, Halo Infinite at number 19, at Madden NFL 23 at number 20. In terms of what they have for basically the Steam users, they have Lethal Company at number 1, The Final at number 2, Counter-Strike 2 at number 3, Baldur's Gate 3 at number 4, Ready or Not at number 5, Cyberpunk 2077 at number 6, Call of Duty HQ at number 7, Rocket League at number 8, BattleBits Remaster at number 9, Grand Theft Auto 5 Remaster at number 10, Destiny 2 at number 11, Apex Legends at number 12, Rust at number 13, Team Fortress at number 14, Warhammer 4000 Dark Tide at number 15, Vampire Survivor at number 16, Risk of Range 2 at number 17, Warframe at number 18, Rainbow Six Siege at number 19, and Deep Rock Galactic at number 20. In terms of the best-selling premium games on PlayStation, they have Hogwarts Legacy at number 1, Marvel Spider-Man 2 at number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 at number 3, Madden NFL 24 at number 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor at number 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 at number 6, Mortal Kombat 1 at number 7, Diablo 4 at number 8, EA Sports FC 24 at number 9, MLB The Show 23 at number 10, Final Fantasy 6 at number 11, Resident Evil 4 2023 at number 12, God of War Ragnarok at number 13, Dead Island 2 at number 14, Street Fighter 6 at number 15, Assassin's Creed Mirage at number 16, FIFA 23 EA Sports at number 17, Gran Turismo 7 at number 18, NBA 2K24 at number 19, and Dead Space 2023 at number 20. On the Xbox side, though, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 at number 1, Hogwarts Legacy at number 2, Madden NFL 24 at number 3, Diablo 4 at number 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 at number 5, Star Wars Jedi Survivor at number 6, Starfield at number 7, Mortal Kombat 1 at number 8, EA Sports FC 24 at number 9, Dead Island 2 at number 10, Resident Evil 4 at number 11, Assassin's Creed Mirage at number 12, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 at number 13, Elden Ring at number 14, Dead Space 2023 at number 15, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 at number 16, Madden NFL 23 at number 17, FIFA 23 at number 18, NHL 24 at 19, and Remnants 2 at number 20. And finally, onto the Switch or Nintendo side of it, they have the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at number 1, Super Mario Bros. Wonders at number 2, Mario Kart 8 at number 3, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at number 4, Hogwarts Legacy at number 5, Super Mario RPG 2023 at number 6, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at number 7, New Super Mario Bros. At number 8, Mario Party Superstar at number 9, Minecraft at number 10, Animal Crossing New Horizon at number 11, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at number 12, Super Mario 3D World at number 13, Super Mario Odyssey at number 14, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hopes at number 15, Nintendo Switch Sports at number 16, Pikmin 4 at number 17, Kirby's Return to Dreamland at number 18, Luigi's Mansion 3 at number 19, and Fire Emblem Engage at number 20. So a lot of games certainly did very well. Obviously, the big winner out of this one is obviously Hogwarts Legacy, considering the hype around that game, even though there were some controversy, particularly with J.K. Rowling's anti-LGBT comments that she's made before in the past. But clearly, that one was probably the big game for 2023, although, I mean, on the premium side of that though, but obviously Baldur's Gate 3 did very well. I felt like that game really dominated 2023 in general. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the games, certainly a lot of games that did well in 2023. Obviously Nintendo has to be happy with basically Tears of the Kingdom and, Super Mario Bros. Wonder being the big ones for them, and even Fire Emblem Engage as well too. So overall, some interesting numbers, not only from December, but in 2023 in general and all. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get to our fifth and final part, and this is my take on the Xbox Developers Direct. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with our fifth and final part of our My 2 Cent video. And for this one, we're going to be taking a look at the Xbox Developer Direct, excuse me, that happened this week though. Now, last year Microsoft hosted their first ever Xbox Developers Direct. This was sort of a different approach than what Microsoft has been known for in the past, and it was actually not that bad and everything like that. They had 4 games to show though, obviously being, I think, was Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport, I meant to say, Redfall, and shoot, I forgot what some of the other games was, but one of them was also the surprise drop of Hi-Fi Rush and everything like that. And a lot of people did enjoy that. I like the way Microsoft handled that presentation and everything though. So it was definitely a good presentation on their part. This time around, they hosted their event and all, and we finally got a chance to look at some of the games that they were showing, including one surprise one that they finally showed and everything. So I'm going to break it down into what I like and what I didn't like. Mixed, not 100% sure about though. Excuse me. The first one I do want to talk about is that I definitely like the fact that they were able to show more of Evolve, if I'm saying the name correctly though. I do think visually speaking, it looks like they've improved the visuals a little bit compared to what we saw last year and everything like that. I like how they dig into some of the gameplay. I especially like the idea of being able to switch to different type of weapons like a sword and shield, to having wands, the pistols, so even dual wands or pistols and everything like that. So the idea certainly looks really neat. There is obviously the choice and consequences situation like what we've seen in games like, you know, how Bethesda does their games too, Obsidian's the Outer Worlds and everything like that. So I definitely was very impressed with Evolve and everything, and that's a game I'm definitely looking forward to. They're aiming for sort of a fall 2024 release date. The next one is that we finally got a chance to see the Indiana Jones game, now entitled Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which basically has the likeness of Indiana Jones, but it's being voiced by legendary voice actor Troy Baker. Judging from what we've seen and what Machine Gun Games were working on though, it looks very nice, neat, and everything like that. You do get a little bit of that Wolfenstein vibe to the game to a certain degree. I understand not everyone is down with the idea of doing a first-person perspective of an indie game and everything like that, but I don't think, based on what they showed so far, I don't think that it's basically, I don't think it's going to hinder the game in any way. Well, we won't know until the game eventually comes out and everything like that. I do like the idea of using Indy's whip for different things, ranging from attacking enemies to even using that acting like, as sort of like a way to distract the enemies and everything like that. And the fact that you could approach it from sort of like a stealth perspective and all. So I definitely, keeping this one on my radar though, I definitely like what I'm seeing so far with that one. The next one they are basically talking about is Hellblade 2, and that one definitely looks impressive. I like some of the behind the scenes and everything like that for what they did to make the game. It looks visually stunning so far, and I'm very curious to see how this one's going to play on Game Pass though. There is some controversy over the decision to make it a digital-only title, and I kind of can see why some people may not be pleased with that and everything. The other issue is it being, I think, like a $50 title, so, I mean, there's some controversy surrounding it, but I'm not bothered with it since it's going to be day one on Game Pass, so I'll definitely probably give this one a try when that one comes out, though. I also like the fact that a lot of these games are aiming for a 2024 release date. Now, granted, there could be a last-minute delay that we don't know about, though, so a lot of things could happen. But for right now, they are aiming for a 2024 release date and all. And last but not least, though, is the one little surprise that they had, and we actually got a chance to see Vision of Mana in action and everything like that. And they really went in depth in terms of, you know, some of the character designs, to some of the gameplay that we're seeing, though, and they are bringing this to the Xbox and everything like that. So I definitely liked what I saw with Vision of Mana and all. It definitely was a nice surprise and everything. Having said that, though, going into the what I didn't like mix and not 100% sure about, though, I will say as much as I enjoy Vision of Mana and everything like that, right now there's no word if this game will be coming to Game Pass or not, though. It's a little bit unfortunate because I would have liked to see this one come to Game Pass, considering all the other games that they showed are making their way into Game Pass and all. So definitely, I mean, I'm still looking forward to it, but a little bit unfortunate we don't know if it's coming to Game Pass or not. The other one is that they did show up the game called Our History and everything like that. And while it's basically made by the same folks who worked on the Civilization series, and while it definitely looks nice, and I can see this appealing to those who are into those type of games or enjoys gaming on PC in general, though, right now there's no word of this coming to the Xbox at this time. Now, it's possible that could change over time and everything like that, but for the moment, it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case at this moment, though. So great for PC gamers out there, but I can see why some might be a little disappointed if they were hoping for this game to come to the Xbox and all. And last but not least, though, unfortunately, we did not get a shadow drop unlike last year and everything. While it was a pleasant surprise to see Vision of Mana make an appearance in the Xbox Developer Direct, I think some of us were hoping for maybe a surprise shadow drop like what we saw with Hi-Fi Rush last year and everything. And sadly, we did not get that or anything. I mean, did it ruin the Developers Direct? No, and I will admit they did mention that don't expect a shadow drop every single time and also, I mean, I get it, so I'm not losing sleep that there wasn't a shadow drop, but I will admit it was somewhat disappointing not to see one, to be exact. Overall, I would say this was a good Developers Direct and everything like that. I'm glad they digged in a little bit more with the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Evolve. Those are two of the big games I'm looking forward to this year, to be exact, though. And I liked how it got a bit more of the behind the scenes and everything like that. Hellblade, again, I'm going to look forward to trying that out on Game Pass. And I like the fact that we're seeing Vision of Mana come to basically the Xbox system. It will be interesting to see, excuse me, in terms of what basically Square Enix could bring more to the Xbox systems in general. I will admit, though, would have liked to hear confirmation if Vision of Mana will be coming to Game Pass or not. I mean, Oral History, again, I'm not a PC gamer, so I'm more of a console gamer, so I can understand if you're a PC gamer and you're into these type of games, I can see this appealing to you and all, but to me, it is a little bit unfortunate it's not coming to the Xbox at this time. And obviously, we didn't get any big surprise like Hi-Fi Rush or anything like that. But in either case, though, I came away pleased with this year's Xbox Developers Direct. I'm hoping down the road Microsoft will consider doing more of these kinds of Developers Directs, though. Not do it once every new year or everything like that. I mean, I don't mind if Microsoft wants to take that approach, but I would like to see them do like another one, like maybe mid-year or something like that. Do something like that, to be exact. But in either case, I did come away pleased with what I saw during the Xbox Developers Direct, nevertheless. Okay, this concludes this My 2 Cent video for this week. And again, these are my opinion. What are yours? What are your thoughts about Stalker 2 unfortunately getting another delay by this? Are you disappointed to hear that it's getting another delay? Or do you understand the reason why they are getting this delay and everything like that? Are you still looking forward to when this game comes out? What are your thoughts about basically Ubisoft, some of the higher-ups at Ubisoft making a comment about gamers are still used to owning games and everything like that? Do you think that this person has a right point about it, because since we're heading towards an all-digital future? Or do you think that he's absolutely wrong and there's the whole issue of do you own the rights to these, or you don't have control over whether they try to pull it off from any other services or anything like that? What are your thoughts about CEO of Microsoft making comments about becoming a good publisher on all platforms? Do you see this as a sign that basically this means that Microsoft's going to start bringing more and more of their games over to other platforms? Or do you view it more on it's going to still be a case-by-case basis? What are your thoughts about the Circana or NPD numbers for December 2023? Were there certain games that you were surprised that make it on the list or didn't make it on the list? Were you not surprised to see Hogwarts Legacy become sort of like the big title for 2023 and everything like that? And finally, what are your thoughts about the Xbox Developers Direct, though? Were you happy with what they showed this year? Do you think they improved the visuals and Evolved, or has the gameplay impressed you in any way? What about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Do you like what they have shown so far? with that game in general and all? Were there things about the developer direct you liked or you hate? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you do like this video, I hope you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of any new videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to, and feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do it through PayPal me or Patreon or Steam Labs, though links will be in the description of this video, so you're watching it on YouTube. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good day then. Bye.